still Wednesday, March 28th. It's about 8:15 p.m. Coming to you live from my craft area, wearing my pajamas. I just finished making a batch of cards using one of the new Lawn Fawn products that I wanted to showcase in the video itself anyway, and I figured, gosh, I have a few minutes, why don't I just go ahead and do that now? That way I can get everything put away and kind of start fresh tomorrow without any projects on the docket other than getting right back to the crafting. My daughter is already in bed for the night. My husband will be home from work in about an hour or two. He commutes and he's a store manager, so he has to close the store and do the cash register stuff and the paperwork and the bank run and that sort of thing. So anyway, so I'm kind of just here hanging out, and I figured I would do this before I picked up my book for the evening. So without further ado, let's kind of just jump right into it. So the product that I was working with today, brand new Lawn Fawn, spring Lawn Fawn stuff, is the Rub-a-Dub-Dub set. And of course the coordinating dies. This is another set that earns an A+ for me. I absolutely love it. Everything stamps beautifully, die cuts beautifully, no issues whatsoever. Last week I had stamped and colored and then die cut a ton of images from this and a bunch of other sets, and I still have some images left over that I haven't used yet on a card, and I will. Some of them are stuck to the back of my magnet here, so I kind of just, if I have spares, I'll just slip it into the storage pocket. That way I have them on hand, so the next time I pull this out I will find that I still have a few things kicking around. So yeah, here we go. In talking about the product in my jammies, we've got a tub and bubbles, lots of different bubble options. You can use the tub with or without the bubbles. We've got some soap, a rubber ducky, a boat, this shower stream. This is the only part that I have a little bit of difficulty stamping, just because the dashes are so thin. The stamp doesn't, if you try to press, I was pressing too hard and it got kind of wobbly and messed up a little bit, but I didn't end up using any of that for my cards anyway. Optional shower head, which you can use or not use, bubble bath, parent duck, 3 different options for baby ducks, some water sprays and spills, and of course some sentiments. Awesome. A couple of other products that are featured here is another new one from Lawn Fawn, but I've showed this to you guys before. It's the Pivot Pop-Up set. Die set. I've also used for the back of my personal cards some of the stamps from these Amusing Technique Tuesday sets. These are just small little sets. One is called It's a Masterpiece, the other is called Made with Love. They have fun little things for the back of your cards, like this card took hours to make, love it, cherish it. So these are a lot of fun. And the other product to note is I've been using some of the plaid papers from, or not plaid, the gingham check papers from these 2 paper pads that I picked up at Hobby Lobby quite a while ago on clearance. The Candy Confetti and the Bejeweled have made an appearance here in the cards. So there were 5 cards that I made. 2 of them are either to hang on to or will go into my Etsy shop, and 3 of them were to fulfill immediate or kind of close upcoming needs. So let's start without further ado here in this orange theme. It's a Rub-a-Dub-Dub, a New Baby to Love, with a nice bathroom scene here. This card's just blank on the inside, and of course the fun stamp on the back. One of my husband's friends and her husband just had their first baby, so this card is to send to them. I made a second one, just slightly different with this building of the seam, but in a different color. Same thing, this'll either, I'll hang on to this one, or this one will go into my Etsy shop. So that is what I've done with New Baby. And I did a couple of Mother's Day cards. I did this one in red. Again, this one's just blank on the inside. Another bathroom scene. I'm a lucky duck to have you as my mom. Happy Mother's Day. And I borrowed the Happy Mother's Day sentiment from the Lawn Fawn Mother's Day set. I think it's called Mommy and Me. So, yep, just another simple one just to hang on to. Probably to go on my Etsy shop because, you know, I only have one mom. And I already made my mom a card. This is the card that I made for my own mother. Basically the same thing, only in pink. I'm a lucky duck to have you as my mom, and a nice bathroom scene. Only use the pivot pop-up for this one to wish her a happy Mother's Day on the inside. Borrowing again that stamp from the Mommy and Me. And last but not least, I made one into a birthday card for my mother-in-law, whose birthday is on Sunday. I'm a lucky duck to have you as my mom. Again, a nice bathroom scene, and this opens up to happy birthday. And I borrowed the happy birthday from another set too. I think this came from the Hey There set, just because it was sitting on my desk and I needed a birthday sentiment. So this is for my mother-in-law. On these pop-up cards, they're not going to go through the mail. I'm going to give them to my mother and my mother-in-law in person. So they're propped up with quite a bit of dimensionals. I've got foam back here and more foam and foam all over the place. But these are the 5 cards that I have done. Again, to fulfill some immediate needs, or almost immediate needs. We still got another, what is it, 5 or 6 weeks or whatever until Mother's Day, but hey, my mom's card is done. Now I'm just going to make one for my mother-in-law, and then some for my sisters, and oh gosh, and all the other mothers in my life. Gonna be busy, so I'm glad to have one checked off my list. Anyway, that is what I have showcasing what I've done with the Rub-a-Dub-Dub set. I'm by no means done with this set. I still love it and would still love to do a bunch of other stuff, but this to-do list, I really got to get through. I really got to get through quite a few more cards before I can come back around and get working on this one again. Anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed and it's helped to inspire you a little bit on something that you can do. This set, I can imagine, would coordinate really well with a lot of the other Lawn Fawn sets. The characters seem pretty proportionate to most of the other characters and accessories and so on and so forth in other sets. So I imagine if you want to build a scene, kind of your the sky's the limit. I guess lots of fun stuff to do. I really enjoyed working with this set. I hope that you enjoyed as well. I believe that I got mine from Hallmark Scrapbook. There's 2 places that I like to get my Lawn Fawn the most. Hallmark Scrapbook is my favorite, and second is Scrapbookpal. So definitely look into those. Last I knew they had sold out, but they're all back in stock again. So I'll leave the links down below on that one. And this one's a lot of fun too. Definitely worth the investment. All right, that's what I got. Thanks very much. Take care. Have a great night. Got my jammies. I'm going to go crawl into my chair and read my book. Take care. Bye-bye.